Welcome everybody to Dynamite Discussions, a part of the Elite Mob podcast. We are going live right now, and we are ready to discuss what a great episode of AEW Dynamite. All right,
Absolutely.
and this is my co-host Mob Miz. Mob Miz, you want to start us out on a topic over there?
I mean, I'll throw you out the main topic of the night, which happened to be the first segment of the night, and you let me know what you thought as I share this post. Let's get into this MJF and Hanger stuff because there's no way we skip by this. They
Oh
opened
no,
up the night and it, most explosive spot of the night. Let's get into it, my brother.
hell yeah! And Hangman, I think Hangman got the better half of MJF during that promo battle, bro. That's that whole line with you even know the story of Sea Biscuit and how it ends? He wins, you dumbass. That's what Hangman Adam Page said, and that shit killed me, bro.
Yeah, I mean, he
uh,
also convinced him to use his title shot, so he
Hell
definitely
yeah,
got the best of MJF for
he
sure.
totally did. So that was really great to see. I mean, Hangman has become such a great promo, man. He's getting better every time we see him,
He is.
especially
I
after
think
that
it just
time he spoke Spanish. So
after what? Sorry.
after he spoke Spanish to the CMLO crowd.
I agree. I think that Spanish um promo just kind of showed his diversity that maybe some people didn't realize he had. I mean, he's a school teacher. It's not like he's dumb. So we knew
Right.
we knew he probably has some type of etiquette. So that was amazing, the Spanish promo. But yeah, you're absolutely right. He's been knocking every one of these promos out the park. I think the main thing about his promos, and you tell me if I'm wrong, he's just super aggressive and super emotional and believable. So you can yell and you could do a bunch of different things, but what he's doing is he's doing promos that make you invested because you believe every word he's saying. And he outbested MJF in this promo, which is one of the best
Yeah,
talkers in the world. Let me know your
yeah.
thoughts on that.
Man, hell yeah. Hangman Adam Page definitely brought it, but I think this is the first time that MJF has lost a promo battle. I think all his previous ones he's usually won, especially
Yeah.
with CM Punk. That shit was like fire, man. When that shit went off and all the jabs he made at Punk, and they were just all truthful but funny, and you could tell he really got under Punk's skin. But yeah, Hangman Adam Page is smart as hell for getting MJF to put in his contract or cash in, I guess you should say. But
Yeah.
man, this was definitely a good start to the rest of this amazing show. So
Unexpected too, because I don't think anybody thought MJF would use the title shot right here at Forbidden Door.
I don't know. I wouldn't either. I think there's still some kind of plan, maybe, because I just don't see Hangman losing the title right now. So it's basically kind of predictable at this point that MJF will probably lose. It'd be wild as hell if MJF did win, but I think it's expected. Everybody expects Hangman to win and keep that
I,
title. I think for at least a couple more pay-per-views.
I agree, and I looked at it when it happened, and thought maybe MJF reneges, but then they dropped the graphics, so I guess we'll
Yeah.
see how we get there. But yeah, I was thinking the same thing because there's no way, in my opinion, that MJF takes this title unless the goal is to have Hangman have two failed title runs that could have been amazing and maybe wait for the third, which doesn't make sense to me. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Yeah. Right. So I don't know. It doesn't seem like they. I mean, the past two contracts though will have been a waste if it happens like that too. So
Yeah.
that's my dilemma. That's my only dilemma with it because Christian failed at cashing in, and if MJF fails, it's like, what's the point of even going for the contract then if it fails all the time? They need to make it
Yeah.
worth it, I think. So
I
I don't know.
I
Maybe there's
agree.
something. So yeah, but
Agree.
so we have the John Moxley and Kevin Knight match. I thought that was a pretty good match, decent. And but the stuff that happened after it is really what got me going, man. With Death Riders, Darby Allin putting Wheeler Yuta in a body bag again, and man, and then Claudio returns and puts Darby in the body bag and beats the hell out of him. And that shit was awesome. What do you think about the
Yeah.
match, though?
I mean, the match was amazing, and it's good. Even though we kind of knew the outcome, I, Kevin Knight deserves to get put in this position to be, showcased as a premier talent. Obviously, I didn't expect him to beat Moxley right now, but the match did everything I think it was supposed to do. Everything after the match, though, is what popped me, honestly. We had Darby show up with a skateboard and a body bag.
Yeah,
Not in, but
that was
and
cool.
a body bag.
That
Um,
was cool as hell.
we had we had Yuta in the body bag again. We had Claudio actually struggling to find the zipper, which I was scared
Yeah,
for
I
Yuta's
seen that.
life for a second. I was hoping that they had holes in it, which I'm assuming they did after what they did with Darby after. Spun him around on his shoulders, threw him. Obviously, no way to defend himself. Darby proved that he's
Yeah.
a stunt man. Like, people got to also understand that he's a stunt man. Some things that may be
Oh yeah.
dangerous to you, probably not dangerous to him. But the main thing of the night, and let's talk about it. Will fucking Ospreay, pardon my language, is back.
Yeah.
Now,
Hell
was
yeah.
the injury a work? Is he just working the Forbidden Door because it's in London and he's gonna go back on the shelf? What are we thinking here?
I'm thinking that it was a really really minor injury, and they kind of made it seem a little bit bigger, maybe a little bit to throw you off. But in the first place, they kind of said it wasn't too. It was like real treatable, but I still think they kind of exaggerated it a little bit. So I think they worked us a little, and so what? Who knows, man? If I might be wrong, we'll see after Forbidden Door. But if you think about it, going into a cage match, I mean, that's you
Yeah.
wouldn't go in there if you really had a serious injury,
Not
you
even
know.
just a cage
So
match. You talk about lights out 3-on-3, bro. Like, this is gonna be a
yeah,
different level of cage
three
match.
on three, 5 on 5.
Yeah, excuse me. 5-on-5,
Yeah,
lights out. I was so focused on the
yeah,
lights out, I forgot how many people was in it. But yeah, 5-on-5, lights out cage match.
yeah. Man. I don't know how they're all gonna fit in the damn cage, man. That's my only worry. That's a lot of people in a cage, still cage match.
Yeah,
That's
I
10
mean,
people.
double. Do you think they do 2 rings again? 2 rings double cage? Kind of like,
That's what I'll probably assume they would. So that's what I'm thinking too. I guess we'll
or
see.
the ring. The ring at least has to be bigger, right? It's 10 people's a lot of people for a
Yeah,
ring.
like a right. Yeah, for sure. Unless they don't and they just go crazy in the small one. But yeah, I can't wait till the match now.
That'd be
I'm like really hyped. Yeah. I was actually just about to buy the pay per view when you called me, and then I got uh then during my 10 minutes I kind of set up and I kind of forgot, but I'll order the pay per view when we get off. So because
don't
the
worry.
card is already like must see. Yeah. So
We're getting at least
yeah.
3 more matches
What about
too.
you, man? Oh yeah, for sure. So what do you think about it? The Will Ospreay stuff.
Um, I think he's got to be good. I guess maybe going off of, say, if we're not being worked, right? Going off his last promo.
Yeah.
Um, I guess there's a possibility he's delaying it because this is in London and he wanted to do something to kind of revamp the card. And he was like, I could do one more match. Will Ospreay's a maniac,
Yeah.
so maybe that's the case. But I'm just hoping you're right. And it was probably just like he just needed a couple weeks off and he's back. He's good to go. And he don't
Yeah.
need any, extensive surgeries or anything like that. But I mean, he came back pretty quick. It's either a work or he's pushing it.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. I hope he's not pushing it though. Because I'd rather him get the time off and get fixed up and everything before he does some crazy stuff, and it's still cage match. So we'll see. We'll see how it plays out too. Maybe he gets kind of knocked out early in the match, and he doesn't do the crazy stuff like he usually does. Well, who knows? So it's kind of one of the top situations for sure. But yeah.
Agree.
But I want to talk about the funniest thing of the night real quick. Freaking Stokely and Coach Man. Uh, freaking Stokely trying to do two spears and just like basically hits a wall both times and it just falls. Man, that shit got me freaking psyched, man. And then the person in the crowd that says, "Well, Stokely's bald, he's short, he gets no hose." And work was amazing, man. That's a highlight of my night. Dude, I don't see how anybody can hate on all that. Say bad about it, but mostly positive. So, uh, man,
Yeah.
I love good comedy in wrestling. Like if they do it right, and they executed it perfectly, bro. So, yeah. What do you think about the Stoke coming in, and then FTR, and well, then you got one thing I failed to mention was Christian Cage came out to help. So I think you were right a long time ago, and I think the Brood's getting back together, and it looks like a lot sooner than we thought. I think Forbidden Door they're gonna come out to Brood music, bro. So,
Hey, I'm all for it. First of all, any time that I don't care if they go for tag team and Gangrel comes out to be a manager. I don't care if they go for trios and he's wrestling.
yeah,
Remember I told you I'm advocate for anything to do with the Brood. Um, now as far as the match, I mean, amazing match. I liked it. I'm here for the jokes. They built it up right. The way Cope went into the crowd and he worked the microphone different. I like that. I do feel like a couple of those people was designed to say those things, but I don't care. I liked it all.
yeah,
It
yeah,
was impressive to me. The spares was hilarious. I think I tweeted that's the most vicious spare in sports entertainment right now. Stokely Hathaway. It was vicious. So
yeah,
I I got no problem with it. As far as Christian and Cope back together, some people say Rush, some people say it's not tomato, tomato. No problem with
yeah.
me. I'm still begging for the Brood to get back together. So you're not gonna get an argument from me there.
Hell yeah.
I loved everything they did
Right.
there.
Well, looks like we got somebody in the chat. He said something about Dr. Chris. I have no idea who that is. Do you
No idea.
see the chat? Yeah, I have
Yes,
no idea
kid.
who that
I don't
is.
no idea who Dr. Chris is. I hit him with something.
Nope.
There you go. Who's Dr. Chris? We don't know who that is around here. Next topic,
There you
bro.
go. Let's see. What else can we jump into? Let's go with Mercedes Monet, the trios match with Julia Hart, Sky Blue versus Queen Aminata. My mind's drawing a blank. Who are the other two?
It was Aminata, Windsor, and Willow.
There we go. Yeah, Windsor and Willow. What'd you think about the match overall?
Man, I love the match. I was a little surprised with the outcome. I enjoyed the match, and AEW is showcasing the shit out of these ladies right now. So I'm here for every second of it, every minute of it. I loved everything about it, especially with Tony and Athena in the crowd. I think it gave a different dynamic. They obviously at the end of the match it came out with Tony, Athena brawling, Windsor and Mercedes brawling. I just liked what they was doing. They showcased 8 ladies in this segment, and I loved it.
Yeah, yeah, me too, man. Hell of a match too, and like I said last week, I'm really enjoying how they're like the women's world title like rivalry and also the TBS Women's Championship. They're kind of mingling it together, like including all these different women. Man, I think that's cool as hell. Giving everybody
I
screen time. Tony Storm chilling in the crowd. I'm here for it every week. I love when she does that, man.
Yep.
But Alex Windsor looking strong. Uh, Mercedes Monet looking strong, and I can't wait till the fatal four way at Forbidden Door
Yeah.
with Mercedes, Alex Windsor, the CMLL star, and the Stardom star. Which I don't think we know the Stardom star yet, but
Yeah, right now we got Mercedes versus Persephone for CMLL, and versus Windsor, which is another AEW talent. We don't know the Stardom one yet. I have a few ideas. I think it's gonna be Starlight Kid or AZM. Just for the simple fact Tony
mm,
mentioned them two in his top five favorites outside of AEW, and
yeah,
they both have a chance to be in this match. So I'm gonna assume it's one of them.
for sure. Let's go. Is there anything major from the show that you want to talk about before? I want to do a Forbidden Door discussion a little bit because we are getting kind of close to it. It's 2 weeks out, so
Yeah,
yeah,
for sure. Um, I want to clarify one thing for people that I was debating within my post, and
yeah,
then I also get into one of these matches. Tanahashi is not facing Fletcher. Tanahashi is in the five way. Takahashi,
yeah.
similar.
Talk, yeah,
Takahashi is facing Kyle Fletcher. He's a younger superstar. He's not on his way out. I
yeah,
just I'm just tired of dealing with people in my comments. It's one letter
yeah,
difference. I get it, but you got to do your homework. I can't respond to
yeah,
all of it. You know,
yeah.
so
It's like
the
kind of disrespectful too.
yeah, it is. But we'll digress and leave that for them to figure out. I'm not talking about the 5-on-5 that we know we got the Golden Lovers, Omega, Tanahashi, all that good stuff.
Yeah,
I'm talking about Takahashi versus Fletcher. This I don't know. Are you familiar with Takahashi's work?
yeah, a little bit. I thought he was like Tanahashi's son or something. Not gonna lie, but
I
uh,
keep it 100% sure. I'm not sure. He could be. I'm just familiar with them as wrestlers, so I'm not sure.
uh,
But
yeah,
that's
I'm
that.
not sure either. I think it was just a joke, but
Yeah, I think it just might be
yeah,
a similar name. But that match right there is one of the matches I'm most intrigued with for that whole pay per view. Like
yeah.
I was
Um,
hoping Fletcher didn't go against Tanahashi.
oh, okay, yeah. No, I'm pretty excited about Kyle Fletcher's whole run as TNT champion. I think he's gonna have that belt for a while too. So, and he's gonna bring back new weight to the championship. And he's gonna bring it back to the top where it belongs. So, it's always good to have a top heel as a championship for that reason. So,
Yeah.
sometimes these faces, it's exciting to see them win, but they just don't have the best runs as champions.
Yeah,
But
a lot of the time the face is a better chaser. The heel is
yeah,
typically a better champion,
right. Oh yeah.
in my opinion.
All right. Anything else from the main AEW show you want to bring up before we
The
go on to the Forbidden Door?
the only other two things I want to talk about is the Swerve promo with Okada. I want to shout out Okada. He's getting so much better with English. I know that
Yeah,
might not be a big deal for people, but he's cutting promos now out front of the live crowd. I do want to give a shout out there. And I do want to also salute Joe because we heard his ankle was broken in two places. I thought maybe they was gonna
oh,
just yeah, for the Twisted Metal, I'm recording the show. They said he broke his ankle in two spots. Um, so I thought maybe they would hand the belts to LFI because he was hurt. Apparently, he's good. So I
yeah.
want to.
Well, he said that was said during filming of the show. That show finished filming like at the beginning of the year, I think.
Well, what I'm trying to tell you is they just went and did, I believe, two seasons, and the story just came out like a week ago. So the timing of it, you're probably right. But the way it worked is, I thought maybe he was
Yeah.
injured and they was gonna get the belt off him. He's
Well,
obviously
we'll
good
see
to
what
go.
they're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. But it looks like he's okay though. He was walking just fine. He had a match and everything.
He was
And
fine, man.
yes, speaking of the ops, we got uh we had the Hook Signal little graphic come up, and he's coming back. And supposedly he just signed a new multi-year deal with AEW back in 2024, but
Mm,
news just broke out today about it. So
mm.
it
I
looks like we're gonna have Hook for a while, man, and that's good for AEW. Keep these young guys
yeah,
around, bro, for a long period.
yep. I guess that also
So
clarifies why they stopped talking about the NXT interest like a year ago. So
oh, that
he's
makes
been
sense. Yeah.
he's been resigned for a while.
Mm. So how about Forbidden Door, man? That card's shaping up to be freaking badass. I think
And this is why we
I'd pay
talk.
like $80 to watch the pay-per-view, instead of 50, I pay like 80. But damn, they're giving all this for 50. So I'm just gonna list the matches so far in order. I think I'm missing one that was announced earlier today. But we'll
Yeah.
start. We got the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. Hangman defending his championship against MJF. MJF has to give in his contract for the match. So that's going to be a great main event. We got the 5-on-5 lights out steel cage match. You got the team of the Death Riders, John Moxley, Claudio, the Young Bucks, and Gabe Kidd. Then you have against Tanahashi, Darby Allin, Kenny Omega, Kota Ibushi, and Will Ospreay. Uh, those 10 names right there are just freaking in one match, man. That's incredible.
Yeah.
And then we have Okada versus Swerve Strickland for the United Championship. So and then we have the Fatal Four Way for the TBS Championship. We're still determining another key player, so I'm going to skip past that. We got Edge and Christian versus freaking Nick Wayne and Kip Saban. So that's going to be interesting in itself. Then you got Kyle Fletcher versus Takahashi. So
Yes.
yeah,
And then we
and
got two more matches that I know of.
yeah,
The Hurt Syndicate versus either Brodito or FTI,
right.
whichever one wins. And then Zack Sabre Jr. is gonna put. I wish they would have did something better for this, but he's putting on the IWGP Heavyweight Championship against whoever wins out of Daniel Garcia, Nigel McGuinness, Lee Moriarty, and Hechicero. I do understand all technicians, but I feel like he's the heavyweight champ. He just should have got a bigger match. But
Mhm.
I believe that's the only matches we got so far.
Yeah, yeah. I've seen a lot of people kind of, well, not AEW fans, more just trolls and stuff saying, "Oh, what's so Forbidden Door about it?" Literally, half the card is still people from other companies, and technically, MJF has the CMMLL World Championship. So,
Yeah,
I
there's
mean,
one thing I need to see to just make me happy, and this is
yeah,
I don't care about other fans. Remember, it's about what you like at the end of the day. So
yeah,
I just need to see Mystico on this card and one more CMLL star. It got
right.
enough New Japan people on there now. I'd like to
I'm
see.
sure they will. I'm thinking there's going to be like a trios with LFI and versus some CMLL guys.
In
So
this, I mean, we need to get stuck in LFI on these cards, period. So
right,
yeah,
right.
I
And you got 0 hour matches too still to come. So hopefully there's a little bit more. But as far as I'm concerned, this is a perfect Forbidden Door for
four,
me.
four,
I
five.
mean, I agree they should add a couple more, especially from CMLL or Stardom.
Yeah,
But I mean, it's not a Forbidden Door.
yeah,
They still have all these four companies that are going to be there. So
yes, they do.
yeah,
They might even have more than that in this match. But
right.
regardless, that 9 matches, they're gonna give us 13, 12, maybe 14. So I
Yeah,
I I do believe we'll see probably like Atlantis Jr. or Mystico or a couple people from CML, whether it's a trios match. Hopefully we get LFI on there. Please, Tony. I've been begging for that.
yeah,
But it's a forbidden door card to me. I mean, we're still waiting on a stardom challenge, and I would like to see at least one more women's match.
Yeah.
that's just for my preferences. And honestly, I think AEW needs to start thinking about they don't even gotta be in on the match. Like if they pick a woman from Stardom to go against a woman from CMLL,
That'd be
that's
pretty cool.
acceptable. You could just
Yeah.
put a one-on-one for them because Forbidden Door, you could just kind of showcase them.
Yeah.
So I do want one more women's match, but that's the only complaint you would get from me.
Yeah. No, but a lot of people are saying it's not so Forbidden Door. Like I said, they're mostly trolls though. Just that's some I've noticed it under some of my Forbidden Door posts already. So
Yeah, well, there's three companies that ain't signed together that are doing business. It still seems forbidden. It's actually four so
four.
far part of it. So it seems forbidden to me.
Right. Hell yeah. Same here. All right. Got a chat coming in. He's Christopher Killer 303 says Forbidden Door gonna be fun. It's always fun when AEW go to London, have wrestling early in the day. It's amazing. I don't mind either. AEW haters could give respect to MLW or GCW or Prestige, etc. So, I actually do watch GCW. I'm trying to keep up more with MLW too, but uh, no, I agree. It's just kind of hard to keep up with all these different promotions, man. Especially when there's a bunch of decent ones out there. But
I do.
yeah,
I,
Prestige I need to check out more too. Uh, but no, all those companies, yeah, GCW probably more than the other three or the
yeah,
other two. I mean, but yeah, especially so.
I give you a heads up. And I'll give a shout out to MLW. Blood and Thunder is free on YouTube. You
Mhm.
could literally go watch it right now. Last Saturday's event, just kind of a rundown of what they had going on. The six way, I'm not sure how many people will be familiar with that. Was a good match though. We did also what we had is we had Bishop Dyer. I know people will know who he is versus Anthony Green. He was in NXT. I'm sure if they look at that, they might know both of those guys. One of them may or may not be Baron Corbin, in case you
Yeah.
remember that name. They had the MLW Heavyweight Championship match. I'm not giving winners, just giving you the matches. Matt
Mhm.
Riddle went against another name people might know, Dijak. That was the heavyweight
Yeah.
title match.
Right.
Yep, we had Kojima, another name sure people are familiar with, versus Bobby Fish. We
Mhm.
also had Shotzi on that card versus Ava Everett, and we had Mystico on that card. So
Sweet.
last Saturday they actually had a dope event. Check it out on YouTube.
Yeah.
Anybody that
So MLW's coming to Dallas, Texas, and on September. So in September, I mean, I forgot the exact date. I have it saved,
go to
but
it,
I'm thinking about going to it. So
you should definitely go to it.
yeah,
They usually put on a good show. I like what MLW is doing.
yeah. Matt Riddle's going to be there too. So I've never seen Matt Riddle live, so I might want to go check it out. So
Yeah, and Dijak and Baron Corbin
yeah,
are technically their
yeah,
tag champs, so you
yeah,
probably see them too.
right. Yeah, most likely. So yeah, I'm thinking about skipping some tickets up for that next month. So
You might as well grab them, bro. It'd definitely
yeah,
be worth it. They put on, especially live events, those type of indie promotions. That's where you get the best event. Is to go watch them live. They put on live shows. Yeah, I'll enjoy it way more. They're not on cable, so they're putting on for the crowd.
yeah. I just hope they don't go to the same venue that GCW went to last time. It was like we were sold like we're gonna be sitting down, and it was just like standing. And man, there's so many tall people in freaking Texas, so I couldn't really freaking see, man.
Everything's bigger in Texas, bro.
Yeah, bro. Christopher also said I might go to final go home show to Wrestle Dream. So that'd be cool. Hell yeah.
Get your tickets and run up to that. No
Oh yeah.
excuses, man. I want to see the pictures.
Right. Show, take the pictures and post them, or send them to the group
For
if you
sure.
don't want to
For
post them.
sure.
Yeah. But no, man, I'm pretty excited for Forbidden Door. And now it's a week from this Sunday, right? Is that? Yeah.
Yep. 1 week away.
Sweet. Oh yeah. It's gonna be exciting. So
It's
I
gonna be a
also
great.
might be going on to Chair Shots to be a part of their Forbidden Door panel. So I'll keep everyone updated on that until I get more information. So
Definitely, bro. Get yourself out there, man.
yeah,
That their panels are usually definitely good. So go on there, give them that AEW advice, man.
hell yeah, man, for sure.
And let them hold on. One more thing, let them know about that shirt because I'm feeling that shirt. I got my
Oh
blue
yeah.
on, but let them know about that.
So this is from Tyler Black's wrestling school. If y'all don't know who Tyler Black is, most of y'all probably know him as Seth Rollins. But he has an independent school, wrestling school, and so this shirt, Bye Bye Bitch, is from when he was sitting down with Logan Paul, and he was talking to him on the cell phone, and Seth Rollins goes, "Bye Bye Bitch," and then hangs up. This is really the only like WWE related thing I have, but I got it for free in like a one of those pro wrestling crates that I used to be subscribed to. So I kept it, of course. It's just one of my many wrestling shirts, but I
Yep.
felt like being a troll today for sure. So if there's any trolls watching, you want to go ahead and comment? Let's go, bro. Uh,
I don't think you could get trouble for putting on a Seth shirt, man. He's one of the best in the world, no matter what company you work for. Christopher dropped another comment if you want to read it off.
said I was excited, so excited back in June when AEW went to Colorado and Double or Nothing was in Arizona. Did you go to those shows live, Christopher?
And
Or were you just talking about the pay per views in general?
if you was in those shows in Colorado, next time they're coming out there, let me know because my daughter's out there. I want to plug her in. She's in the army to actually give her free tickets.
Oh, sweet. That's cool. Oh, yeah. So, all right. Let's see here. Anything wrestling news related you want to talk about today?
Um, let's see if I have anything else. Ooh, all right. Pull this up. I guess yeah, I have a few things that we could talk about. They're gonna be on tomorrow's show with Suds Media on Good Morning IWC, but I would like to get your perspective on a few of these things that obviously I didn't get. Um, so first thing I would like to know is what is what is your thoughts on the counter programming? All the counter programming that's going on. Personally, I don't mind it. I loved Monday Night Wars. I think I've talked to you about this. I think competition is kind of good for better or worse. But
Yeah.
what is your thoughts on
Monday Night Wars was something totally different back then. And there wasn't social media back then either for all the
it?
craziness that
Touche.
we see. So, but nowadays it's comical. WWE is so scared of AEW that that's the only reason why they're doing this shit. And they're and it's already been reported that they're trying to make TNA the second biggest promotion which ain't gonna happen. Right?
Well, Meltzer said that. I I don't
Yeah.
know
Nelson
how.
said it.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm like 50-50 with Meltzer. I ain't gonna say nothing bad or good.
Yeah.
Maybe it's true. Maybe it's not. Maybe he's just kind of throwing
Well,
dots.
it is kind of true though. I mean, you see the writing on the wall with what they're doing. So they're
Well, I see that they're treating them as competition. I do see that they're also treating TNA as like little brothers, so maybe trying to
yeah,
help them out. But I don't know how much they think that could run AEW out of anything because AEW has NFL money. So
right. It's not
network
going to work out great for TNA if because there's also talk about TNA moving to Wednesday nights, and
that'd be a bad idea.
that
And
would be a terrible idea.
stick to
I
Thursdays.
mean, they only get 70,000 viewers a week anyway. So I mean, on top of going head to head with AEW Dynamite, they're
I
just gonna.
Yeah, I
Huh?
just don't think that it growing your audience and going head to head with the number two promotion probably wouldn't be a good idea. I
Yeah,
guess, take whatever they decide to do with a grain
yeah.
of salt. But I would say stick to Thursdays would be my damn lightning's crazy right now, huh?
Oh yeah, storming out there, bro.
Yo, I guess I'm in a thunderstorm I didn't know about. I just realized it.
Uh-oh.
You hear the lightning?
No, man, but
It's
you
getting
just
crazy.
yeah. Oh yeah, I had some thunderstorms in Texas here just yesterday, so maybe it kind of moved up. North or
Hopefully,
something.
hopefully it
Yeah.
leaves soon. Christopher dropped another one for us.
It says my older brother loved watching AEW. He reminds him of WCW and ECW vibe.
Agree. I
Yeah.
get it.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's more. I guess WCW got a little bit more PG at the end, but yeah, WCW and ECW is more to my liking, which is probably why I lean a little bit to lean a lot to AEW. WWE has kind of just always been the PG dominant brand outside of the Attitude Era, so
Yeah.
it just is what it is.
Okay, I finally get what he was trying to say. My bad, Christopher. I just kind of read it wrong.
Yeah, it
But
reminds
yeah,
him.
that's same. Yeah, it reminds me of WCW and a little bit of ECW when they do their hardcore shit for sure. But
Yeah,
definitely WCW, man. It gives me like really big WCW vibes. And I was
absolutely.
a fan of WCW. So
Yeah.
uh yeah, I totally agree with that. Yeah, this stuff with Darby Allin right now, man, and the Death Riders, that reminds me so much of Sting and NWO, man.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, man, that shit's awesome, dude. And like just the way they set up their matches and stuff. I mean, I'd say AEW did a better job and still does a better job of doing like promos and stuff like that for most part. And but just how it's set up it reminds me a lot of old school WCW. And we're in a time period now to where we could see we have been seeing wrestlers jump from company to company too. So I'm just waiting for Killer Cross to walk through the crowd or something like the Outsiders did back then
Let's
or something.
let's lead it in. Cross. I
Yeah.
mean, shoot or work. What you thinking?
That's definitely it's real. I watched his interview with Helwani, and he was saying, "Hey, I'm talking from Kevin now," and like he said multiple times, it's not a work, that he's actually really let down that he wasn't offered a contract. So I kind of believed him. And if it ends up being a work, which I don't believe it is, I mean, okay, I was wrong about something.
Yeah,
Whoop de fucking do. So
yeah. I'm on the other side of the coin, so one of us has to be wrong. No
you
big
think
deal.
it's a work, bro?
I still think it's a work. I
You
just
could be right though. Yeah,
well, I'll tell you the
yeah,
reasons why. For a few reasons why. We know WWE loves your character and what you could bring in way more than your wrestling. So
yeah,
anybody that thinks that they didn't re-sign him for any type of wrestling deficiency obviously don't know the company they're dealing with because they don't really care too much about that. And I'm not saying he's a bad worker, but I'm saying for anybody that thinks that, right? Um, keep fighting. Name of your book. Interesting.
yeah.
You
Yep.
know the R-Truth situation that just happened.
See, that's why a lot of people still think it's a work because of our truth and Seth Rollins thing.
But
And
not look one thing, bro. Not just that. Preset YouTube videos the day your contract was expiring. That was set in advance because you could see that they was preset.
they were kind of overproduced too. A little
And
bit.
this is my thing. And then multiple interviews set up talking. I just feel, and this is me. I don't know if our truth was a work or a shoot. I honestly still right now don't know. But what I do believe is they seen something where there was a work or shoot that seen that the fans will interact like we want truth the same way we want cross. And I
Yeah,
think that's the angle they went. So I do believe that they'll let him work a couple of independent promotions. I do believe they'll let him work some interviews. It's already been noted that there's only specific questions you can ask him about WWE during these interviews, and that he's being promoted by a ECW property, which is owned by who? WWE. So my thing is, if he steps into any promotion remotely close to AEW, it's a shoot. I'll buy it. If he
yeah.
goes anywhere else that isn't near AEW, because they already said AEW ain't reached out, I think it's because AEW didn't forfeit personally. Because I think they
That or they think it's a work still. Like,
that's what I mean. I think they believe it's a work, or they would have reached out. That's my personal opinion, not fact,
yeah,
just opinion. Um,
right.
so What I'm thinking is if we see him pop up in NJPW, CMLL, Ring of Honor, um, Rev Pro, maybe even MLP, I believe it's a shoot. If I
Yeah,
don't,
right. Like, especially if he showed up to like TNA or something, man. You know, it's got to be a shoot or a
so
workout. I mean, a work.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So if I
Yeah.
see him on AAA, TNA, Helwani, who is loyal to WWE, you know,
Right.
um, and those a convention center, which is sign-ins, WWE let wrestlers go there all the time. That don't mean you're free agent. That just
Yeah.
means that you're going to sign some signatures. I want to see him wrestle in a company that has no ties to WWE. If I don't see that, I believe that keep fighting. We want cross all that those podcasts, the promotions is for the fans to get behind it and believe they brought him back, even though he's already re-signed. That's my personal opinion. Now, I have no problem saying I'm wrong if I am wrong, but that would be my
Modern
guess.
problems
So one of us,
require modern solutions.
Oh yeah.
well, one
Yeah.
of us is right, one of us is wrong. We'll figure
Oh
it
yeah.
out, and I
Well,
won't be mad either way.
man, we're friends.
Of course. It's like that's where people get this shit confused. I could be wrong and I'll nosedive. I don't care. All right, my fault. I was wrong. It happens. You know?
Yeah, bookmark and make receipts all you want. I don't give a
Yeah.
shit.
They'll
I
be
only give a
clipping
shit when I'm right.
they'll be clipping one of us for being wrong, but I hope they show the other one props for being right. So
Yeah. Oh,
we'll
you
see.
know they're not gonna show that, dude.
You know they won't, bro. They'll just
No.
clip the wrong shit. It's
Bunch
cool.
of
It's fine. I
bunch of
got no
cornballers, bro.
problem.
You wanna talk about some of these trolls, bro?
Shoot away. Let's go.
Man, every week, man.
You getting attacked?
Oh yeah, but I'll show you my impressions though privately, but they're up like big time right now.
Oh man,
So
kill it. Keep killing it. That's
money,
what
money, no.
let's
but
do it. Tell
yeah,
Elon to send that check, man, and
yeah,
start looking at these goddamn appeals. He's pissing me off.
yeah. And see, you're still not able to, yeah, pay
I
him, bro.
they cleared me on like obviously certain things, but there's
Yeah.
certain things that's still there. Like I've been stuck at 60. I can't go over 16,100. Every time
Jeez.
I get to 90, I go back down to 16,000, then 16,090, then back down. It won't move. Like it won't move. You know, like and it you could say bots and all this stuff. It's not
Yeah.
that at this point. It's frozen.
Have
Trust
you
me.
checked your Have you checked your analytics? See the unfollows and follows.
Yep.
But there's also an app you can get. I
Well,
think you can keep track of that stuff
this
too.
the
But
thing.
I'll show you later.
I'm gaining over 100 followers a day every day. It's been
Right.
like that for months, and I
Yeah.
can't get past that number.
Right. I've been gaining followers more than losing them, but I also do lose followers like every day, but I also gain a lot. So
Put it like this:
and
I'm gaining about a buck 20, and I'm losing about 13 a day. But yet
damn,
I can't move
yeah,
for some reason. So
that,
it is what
your
it is.
numbers are crazy, man. Yeah, but
It's because they
yeah,
got me on some type of suspension list. I don't even care about the revenue. It's about
yeah,
you restricting my page over something you're not even telling me I'm restricted for.
right. Yeah, they're just putting a hold on your shit, not telling you why or nothing.
Yep.
That's bullshit. So
And it's stopping. It's honestly stopping our progress. You know, that's
yeah,
all it's stopping. Like it's not helping them. It's stopping me from promoting stuff. Like it be hit or miss with my post. I might drop a post that one person sees in a whole day, and then I'll drop
yeah.
another post 5,000 people will see it. You
You
know?
know what's weird? I have your notifications on, so
Yeah,
every time you post, but still, sometimes I don't see all of them.
yeah. And then
Yeah,
another thing is I don't get my comment alerts. Like, so if you comment on my post or I comment on your post and you comment under, I don't see it. You know how I see it? I gotta
yeah.
stumble back on the whole post again. You know, it's like I don't get
Oh
no
shit.
notification alerts.
Jeez, man.
It's just like that's why sometimes it's like, look, I respond a day late because I didn't even know you responded.
Jeez. Man, so
Shout out to
that's
Elon.
amazing. Yeah, man. Maybe there's some way you can kind of do a reset, like a soft reset or something.
Well, I
Maybe it'll
deleted
clear
the
some of
app.
that stuff out.
I deleted the app, downloaded it again.
No,
Um,
nothing.
Grok gave me some ideas. Like I wrote Grok and be like, what could be going on, and
Yeah.
just generic answers. So you just gotta wait
Mm,
for them to respond. Like I know there's. You see, I done tagged them a couple of times. Like,
yeah.
bro, what's going on with the appeal? Like
Yeah.
I clearly didn't. I ain't never pay for followers. I ain't never spam nobody. Like anything that you could ever, hit someone with, it's like I know I didn't do any of that. So
Right.
I don't know exactly what the problem was. And I don't even be on follow trains like that. And I've never had a follow train of my own. So
Right. Yeah, me neither. Not of my own, but I've been a part of some.
yeah, it
And
doesn't
I'd still try to keep my distance from them too because they do look like they take that as like bot activity. So I try to stay away from them for the most part.
that's why I don't do the I follow back no more. I write in full sentences.
Yeah.
Like because like those sometimes those 3-letter words and things like that, they look at it like bot activity. But at this point, you're just holding back people from making money that's gonna bring money back to their network.
Right.
Chill out.
Sure.
Mm.
So you have any like predictions or what do you want to see from Hook when he returns? Do you want him to still be a part of the ops or do you want him to kind of do his own thing?
I don't want him part of the ops.
Yeah, I don't think I do either. I think they kind of wrote it off in a good way too.
Yeah.
And yeah, I like Will Hobbs being part of it too. So
Yeah, it could be the same thing with like Wardlow. I think he just got written out of group because he wasn't on
yeah,
TV. Sometimes that's fine.
yeah.
I think we talked about this before. I don't need a story for Hook.
I've
I
got a yeah, I've got a good theory. I think they should really have Hook as the counterpart to Nick Wayne. Have Nick Wayne be the heel and have Hook be the good guy because they're both two of the youngest stars, and so they're going to be the future of AEW.
so you want
And
them to feud?
yeah, I want them to feud, and I want it to be a long over a long period of time too. So it doesn't have to be like in a row, like 3 months in a row or whatever. Like have it, you know, because they're going to be the future of AEW, and I think if they start building that kind of now, they're going to be good by the time some of these older talent right now retire. So because we got to think
Yeah,
about we got a handful of talent that might only be around for maybe another 5 years. So
maybe
maybe
not even that long.
right,
Maybe not even that long. I have a few things I want to say about that.
sure,
I agree, and I may be wrong. I'm not even gonna try to Google it, but I believe Hook and Nick Wayne had a match already. It was one of Hook's best matches. I
yeah,
believe that happened, right? I'm not bugging. This isn't
it
like
did
in my.
happen.
All right.
No, I think in 2024 actually, early on, I think it happened. So
Yeah, and Nick Wayne has been special since he was 18. Hook took a
yeah,
little bit longer to develop.
yeah,
But that was one of Hook's best matches. That and I would, and especially when they're giving him like, I know he's not Batman, don't get it twisted, but
yes,
that essence from being from the dark streets of New York,
yeah,
Nick Wayne being the bad Superman, I guess to that aspect works. It
yeah.
would I like that dynamic that you said as far as them warm for years to come. The only one thing that, and I swear I've spoke on this a lot and it's been 50-50 and back and forth with fans. Get
Mm.
Mother Wayne off TV, please. Like just please, bro.
Yeah.
Like at this point, like I get
It's
it.
gonna run its course. Yeah.
I joked along with it for a while and was putting them out like what she bring to the listen. Get Nick Wayne a woman wrestler that's talented. Every woman in the back looks better than Mother Wayne. So this ain't a looks thing. Every wrestler that have signed to AEW as a woman looks better than Mother Wayne. I don't want to
Mm.
hear aura or eye candy because it's not that. Like
Yeah.
at this point, I need to know what the problem is. Can Nick Wayne not travel without his mother? Did she demand to be signed to get him signed? is there some sort of obligation? Because it's just awkward to me no more. I mean, awkward to me now. I don't
Yeah.
need her in that dynamic of that group, and I don't mean to knock her. I get it. It could be she lost her husband and she don't want to just let her son travel the world and be alone at the house. But right now, Nick Wayne don't need you on TV. It's hurting him more than it's helping him. And for anyone that thinks that that old woman is eye candy, bro, come on, man. Yo, go get glasses or something. There's women in
Yeah.
the back that would feel that way better, and they could tag
No.
with them. They could wrestle. I don't need Mother Wayne on TV.
Have you
Sorry,
heard the commentators though talking about Mother Wayne? They're the ones that think she's hot, bro.
she's not hot,
like
bro.
Excalibur and Taz and Tony Schiavone.
My
I think it was like 2
45-year-old
weeks ago.
aunts are more attractive than her. She's not that attractive, bro. I get it.
Can't be to older people though. You got to think about
But big implants don't make you attractive. It just
that.
doesn't. Like I'd rather have a hot wrestler that comes out with them that brings something to the group. And I don't want to rant or knock Mother Wayne. I like Mother Wayne. This ain't what it's about. What it's about is what she's bringing to the actual TV screen. And right now, it's absolutely nothing, bro. It's
Yeah.
absolutely nothing. It's you could put someone else in that position. Like, and obviously, this isn't an attraction thing, but I would prefer to see Billy Stocks with Nick Wayne and them both being prodigies and them have a group and both be wrestlers and versus his mother being there. You don't like who wants their mother at work with them? Like it's
Right.
almost awkward and weird. Now
Yeah.
Christian's out the group. If she would have went with him, fine. I don't need her with Nick Wayne and them no more. I just don't. Now
Well,
if I'm
I don't,
wrong, I'm wrong.
yeah. I don't think she was on last night's Dynamite though.
She was. She walked
She
out.
was.
She walked out. Yep.
Maybe. I guess my
That's what
memory.
brought my tweet last night when I said, "What does she bring to the group?" And
Uh,
90%
yeah.
of the comments said boobs.
Boobs.
You bring nothing. You bring absolutely nothing. That's what you bring to the group.
Freaking degenerates. Yeah, she brings boobs. Yeah.
Yo, bro, it's a dude's mother with him at work.
Yeah, bro.
It's
I,
awkward to me.
it was cool having her for that period of time, but it is getting old now. I think she does need to go away for a while and maybe make one surprise appearance every now and then. But other than that, like, yeah,
Yeah,
I agree with that, bro.
I'm fine
Uh,
with Mother Wayne getting money and being in the back and coming out once in a while and traveling with them all around the world. I'm just against her taking screen time when you could just send one of these other women with that group. That's my only thing.
shit was kind of loud. I'm not gonna lie.
Hit it again. Hit it one more time.
But you've seen the original three Spider-Man, right, with Tobey
Of course.
Maguire. So this is like my favorite sound. It's the black suit Spider-Man theme.
It reminds me of Jurassic Park.
Do what?
It reminds me of Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park? Is that what it sounded like?
Sounds like that. I don't know why. That's what I seen.
Hmm. Anyways, any other topics you want to talk about? Maybe what's on Collision coming up?
I do have the collision card. What's been announced so far? If you want to go over it, we have the 100K four way, which is gonna be Statlander, Julia, Penelope. Thank God she finally gets a match.
Hell yeah!
Along with Anna Jay. So a four way
Oh,
for
good. We haven't
for
seen MJ wrestle in like a couple weeks.
exactly. I feel like we haven't seen her or Penelope wrestle probably even longer than that.
Yeah,
Then we have the four way to face Saber Jr. We,
yeah.
Hechicero, DG, Moriarty, and Nigel.
You
And
think
then
Nigel's winning?
I think Nigel's the obvious winner there. If I guess if you want to switch it up, DG. If you want, I think the best match, I think you go Hechicero. That's just
Yeah,
probably my preference, maybe. But then you also got Jet Speed versus Shooter and Mox. So I think those are only
Oh
matches
yeah.
announced.
Those are all pretty solid matches too, man.
You'd have got to stay out of a body bag.
You know he's not going to. Bro, if they do something crazy with a body bag at freaking Forbidden Door, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Yeah.
Can you
What
imagine
if
the shit they could pull off with a steel cage and a body bag?
they could bring out a body bag and you assume it's Shooter in it, and
Yeah.
BD pops out of it. Danielson pops out of it
Oh
on
yeah.
his
Okay. Hell yeah.
ass. With the
That'd be
snorkel, he pops out.
that'd be hilarious, bro. And then he does this chant. Yes, 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 yeah.
The one that
That'd
he
be
can't say,
dope.
but he can wave his arms. That one.
Yeah. He can't say yes, but he can shut up his
Well, they
arms.
can't stop me for screaming yes in that crowd, so
Right.
I got him. I mean,
Yeah. Man, some of these I guess trademarks you'd call them just don't make any sense of how they could have gotten away with the trademark in the first place.
I think it's just because people are scared to go against them, and certain people just realize like I don't care. Like
Like, you can't trademark a word, bro.
you
Like you
can't
really
trademark. You can trademark. Yes, you can. For me selling T-shirts, I guess you know,
yeah, but not from saying it.
but you can't trademark the crowd from saying it. And
Right.
if you look at Brian Danielson, he's never chanted it. He just does this.
Yeah.
So if you brought him into court, the judge would laugh at you. That's why
Oh,
they haven't
yeah.
stopped doing it. And that's why even Blue Panther was just in
Yeah.
CMLL doing
Yeah.
this the other day. Because
I
they're
saw that
laughing at
video.
you. They're laughing
Yeah.
at you now. Like they're not saying anything. You
No.
can't own the crowd. You can't own the word yes. We're not selling merchandise. Tell your lawyers to call us so we can hang up the phone.
Yeah.
Like I think
Shit.
before companies didn't have money. So if
Yeah.
WWE starts calling, they're just gonna oblige to it because WWE could run you into the ground. I don't think that the cons have that worry as far as you ending their company.
Yeah.
So unless it's something, I'm sure they've went into litigations and their lawyers told them what they can and can't do. That's
Yeah.
why Danielson's not saying yes. He's just doing this.
And
You know,
speaking of court, Brock Lesnar returned, I guess. How do you feel about that? I want to get somebody's perspective who
I,
watches both. So let's go ahead and hear what you have to think about it if you want to. It's a pretty
um,
hot conversation.
I'll give you I guess my opinion on it. First of all, I've never been that big of a Brock Lesnar fan, so I think it'd probably be easier for me to say I would have left him off TV than maybe someone that maybe liked him. I
Yeah.
never really I liked him in UFC a little bit. I'd never been a Brock Lesnar WWE fan outside maybe the first year or two, you know?
Right.
So it would have been easy for me to not bring him back and not get into any of this negative activity or negative topics. That just would have been easier for me, right?
Yeah.
Now, coming from a perspective of people that love Brock Lesnar and I guess, have been big fans of him, these are the
Hmm.
things I would say. I read the documents. I didn't the first time I commented on this, so that's why I didn't say much. I read them now.
Yeah.
I I, I guess the question would be what he knew, what Vince was texting, because Vince texted him something. He responded.
Yeah.
He didn't meet with the woman. He didn't actually go forward with it. I don't know if he knew what Vince was doing. You kind of see what I'm saying? It could have just been him thinking that.
Yeah. But come on.
No, but
You just don't know.
no, I know, but what I mean is, as far as what Vince was doing with that woman, that was heinous. I didn't want to get into that type of stuff.
No.
So Brock might know Vince had a relationship with her, but
Yeah.
I'm not like reading that document. It's not clarified if he knew what Vince was doing there. If you get what I'm saying, he might have just thought he was sliding him a woman. Now I'm not into that stuff, but here's the thing: to give you my answer, after reading everything, after knowing the backlash, weighing the pros and the cons, I would have not brought him back. It
Right.
just
Yeah.
wouldn't have been worth it to me because
Well, the big thing is the trial's still open and it's still being discussed. So I mean, I would have.
And they revised it after his comeback or around that time to like
Yeah,
clarify he was in it. So
yeah,
that's why I would have, sorry to cut you off, but that's why I would have avoided it, because he's on the paperwork. It's
yeah.
an ongoing investigation.
Right.
It's still open. It's, you tried to blame it on Cena. Cena kind of dropped a comment saying like, I didn't say for this to happen. Kind of let you know like, no, I didn't pick this.
Yeah,
It's not worth it to me, and it leads to worse discussions. And I dive right in. I
yeah.
disagree with him coming back on TV
I
without
if WWE would just stop with these little petty acts of trying to get one over. Um, I mean, I'm speaking about the counter programming too, man. I think that would make things so much better if they would stop acting like a bunch of d bags about just there being other wrestling companies. I mean, you can't lie that they're not doing monopolization, or they have been over 70 years
yeah.
by buying up all these different promotions and stuff. Like they weren't such like a petty, uptight kind of company, man. I think they could get a lot farther than what they've been, and I think we'd see less people tuning away if they would have just been chill about the whole AEW thing. But I mean, that's my thing.
I don't disagree with you. I do believe that sometimes they're doing things that I guess I could see the PLE versus AEW. If you're thinking they're the Batman to your Superman, and you're trying to really trying to go head to head, or y'all believe there's some type of really internal war, which I'm not really too clear or sure on that. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, 90% of that's the fans.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting. I don't believe there's really an internal war. I also didn't like how they fed NXT pay-per-views to AEW pay-per-views. And
Right.
I'm AEW is my favorite as far as the rest of the promotions. And I'm telling you that I didn't like what WWE did to NXT, feeding them to hot
Yeah.
pay-per-views, because they're more of like developmental, right? Or
Yeah.
just more trying to get their feet wet. And I don't think they deserve that. They needed
Yeah.
their own spotlight, right? So I can respect, I guess, an actual PLE going against AEW. Because now you're talking about Red Sox and Yankees. All right. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Friendly competition is good for everybody.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
but hold on, hold
there's
on.
no
Let me
shady aspect of it.
let me make sure I add this in before you say it. Working behind scenes and trying to stop deals and hurt companies,
Yeah.
that's something completely different. So if
Yeah.
they're actually doing that, which it kind of seems like in a few aspects they have been, I'm
Oh yeah.
against that. I'm against that. Like
Yeah.
I'm not against competition. I am against trying to hurt companies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a little bit different between trying to take your best shot or going to somebody and tell them to pull the rug under this company. You know what I'm saying? So that's a little bit different.
Now,
And
do you
I
see this backfiring on WWE, or have you maybe already noticed it backfiring a little bit?
think it will backfire on them. And I,
Yeah.
I think I said that. I think it, and I hope that they don't do this to TNA. And this isn't jabs at WWE. This is just honest opinion from
Yeah.
what I'm seeing. Right? NXT tried it first. Remember the Wednesday night wars that got buried, and they moved to a different night, and people act like there was never a war. Right?
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
didn't work out
Definitely.
then. It didn't work out then. Then
Yeah.
they put the pay-per-views, the NXT pay-per-views. Lately
On
they've been trying to
Sundays.
pin them up
Yeah.
against it. It's worked out bad. Not that WWE is doing bad, because they're not. Their bottom dollar is great. So let me not dive into that weird mud. Their
Yeah.
bottom dollar is great, but they've left those weekends with majority of social media and platforms talking about AEW won the weekend. So that hasn't worked.
Yeah.
Now, five match pay-per-views where you don't, it's different. There's different type of fans. WWE fans are gonna go to their corner. AEW fans are gonna go to their corner. Now, this is where I think WWE loses. And I don't mean losing bottom dollar or they're gonna be number two or anything like that. Their fans are gonna tote them number one. Their numbers are gonna say they're number one. But what I
Yeah.
mean is those fans in the middle that are not loyal, that actually have to pick the better show, are gonna pick AEW.
Oh yeah.
Might not be the first time, might not be the second time, might not be the third, fourth, or the fifth. But the more you line up sometimes mediocre PLEs versus that 14 card banger that you're
Yeah.
complaining is too long, those
I'd rather
fans,
watch that all day.
those
Yeah.
fans in the middle are gonna start going for the bang for their buck.
Oh yeah.
That's just it's just kind of what it is, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I think hurts the WWE. And I don't think that, and I'm not saying it's a bad strategy or a good strategy. I'm just simply saying that if you have 5,000 fans in the middle and you line these two pay-per-views up side by side for a year, majority of them are going to go to the AEW pay-per-view because it's typically better.
Yeah.
Even the podcasters that hate AEW will tell you their pay-per-views don't miss.
Yeah. I've seen that too.
You see what I'm telling you? So that's what I'm telling you is those middle fans. You got certain fans that are going to their corner no matter what. Those
Yeah.
ones in the middle, you're gonna start losing them if you want to go head to head. It's better to keep it separate and let them enjoy both versus have to pick one.
Yeah.
That's because for someone like myself, if they're both on the same day, I'm gonna watch both. But you know which one I'm gonna order first, right?
Oh yeah. I'd choose AEW all day.
And you know I watch and enjoy both, bro. I'm
Yeah.
telling them for those fans in the middle, if you put them on the same day, they know which one's the better pay-per-view and they're
That's
gonna
true.
pick it.
Yeah. All right. Well, Aaron Loves Wrestling podcast is on here. Hey man, he said my brothers with the heart emoji and this emoji. Yeah.
I felt
What's up,
proud.
Aaron? How you doing, bro?
Christopher dropped a bunch of them as well. You see them?
Oh yeah. Yeah. It says a person that love art of music, red football, basketball, not tolerate evil stuff outside the screen. For sure. Oh yeah, for sure.
I
That's probably when we're
respect it.
talking about Brock.
Yeah,
And
Brock Vince.
yeah. So it looks like he was raised in both Colorado and Arizona.
That's
So
fire.
yeah. And Aaron Loves Wrestling podcast says AEW Forbidden Door is going to be awesome. Oh yeah, it is. I'm about to order the pay-per-view right after we get off here. I was just
Yeah.
about to order it before, but I ran out of time. So
I quick question, Aaron. You what's up? Random. I heard you was coming out here for TNA Bound for Glory. Is this true? Come link with your brothers, man. Need to see you in the mean streets of Massachusetts. What's up with you, Took? When you coming out here?
shit, I don't know.
I need to book something out there again too, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And I ain't going with American Airlines ever again in my life. I'm,
Shit.
I'm gonna book a train next time. Let's call it a day.
Yeah. Well, whenever AEW does some shows around there, send me the dates and stuff, and maybe we can plan something.
Or
I
we
can plan
or,
something for a couple days at least to
or
be out
what
there.
I think we all need to get our passports ready, and we could end it in a few minutes, but I think we need to get our passports ready and get the all in next. I mean, excuse me, all in next year in London. I think we need to make it.
Oh yeah, that'd be a fun trip.
I've been London's on my bucket list, so if I could kill that with all in one swoop, it's a win.
Oh yeah, man, can't believe the freaking airports what they did to you, bro. Man,
I I
ah,
I felt bad for myself till I realized Billy Starks and a couple of wrestlers was stuck in airports for like 20
yeah,
hours doing autograph signings because they had nothing else to do.
yeah. Dr. Britt Baker was stuck in Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia,
Yeah, that
and
that
she
was
was supposed to be there. Yeah,
that's the layover that effed me. It was in Atlanta because I had to
yeah.
stop in Atlanta before I went to you, and Atlanta couldn't guarantee me a flight. That was the problem.
Dude, you probably would have met her or seen her walking by or something, bro.
Yeah,
That's
I
crazy.
probably would have. There was a bunch of
Yeah,
them over there. I noticed that.
yeah. I met Megan Bain though. That was freaking awesome.
Yeah, that's a
Just
win.
random. Yeah, just random. Like it was that GCW pay per view or whatever too. She was like walking out, and I just parked my car. I was a little late to the show, and then I was walking up, and then we crossed paths with each other. It's pretty cool.
We need to book Joey Janela so you could tell him about it, and hopefully he don't get jealous.
He probably already knows, or
I'm
probably
just
does.
teasing you.
I think she'll keep our interaction on the low. Nothing
I ain't
crazy.
gonna lie, I miss the bad boy in AEW. I feel like he
Yeah,
just be perfect in
yeah.
AEW.
I miss him. I miss him in AEW as well. I wish he would come back for a little
Yeah,
bit. There was no problems with him leaving. He just decided not to extend his contract.
yeah.
Uh,
But now
for
your
other
woman's
stuff.
there, man. Please come back, bro. AEW
Hell yeah,
fans are cheering for you, bro. Come back.
yeah, for sure. Well, so let's give this Dynamite a rating. Um, I really loved this show. I'm gonna give it a solid 9. I'm I'm gonna step outside the 7 and 8 range and give this one a 9. I loved everything about this show. So
It's all right. I'm going 8.5. So I was right
hell yeah,
behind you, giving it more than the usual. Now, what
hell
was
yeah.
your match of the night?
Match of the night um was it a 4-on-4 with Kyle
The
Fletcher and all that? That was probably my
Bucks
favorite one.
Fletcher Alexander versus Ishii, Hologram Brody, and Takahashi.
Yes, yes. Oh, all the shit that they pulled during that match was pretty cool.
All right. Well, I'm gonna give the match of the night the 3-on-3 Mercedes Techland Sky versus Willow Amanada and Windsor.
Yeah,
With a runner up, with a close runner up though. I'm gonna ride with the entertainment today. Cope and Stoke. I, lo-
Cope and Stoke.
I love that match. I loved everything
That
they
was
did.
hilarious, dude.
Yeah, I just really enjoyed that match.
Yeah,
From them playing into FTI helping Cope come back to wrestling, to the spears, to the way he played the crowd. I
yeah.
absolutely loved everything about that.
Man, those spear attempts is what killed me both times, bro. Just going full charge at it and just stops at like a brick wall, basically, and that is Cope.
Bro, the fact that I know I'm gonna get a shirt that says I'm short, I'm bald, and I get no hose, I'm ordering it the first day it drops.
Bro, I hope they do.
I need it. I'm gonna frame it and I'm gonna just put it. Once my background's finished, you're gonna
Yeah.
see it just sitting right
Oh, speaking of backgrounds, I'm changing my setup here.
same.
I'm moving this setup to a different room, and I'm gonna have a closer wall behind me to
Yep.
hang all my stuff around. It's gonna look
Enough
10
said.
times better. So,
Enough said. Let's
uh,
do it.
yeah,
We're ready.
yeah,
We're
man,
ready.
yeah. I'm gonna try to do that sometime this weekend. Move it all around.
Let's
So,
get it done.
yeah. Oh yeah, man. All right. I think that's all we got
I
tonight.
want to. Oh, one thing
Oh,
I want to let
okay.
people know. I want to let people know. This I haven't. Well, I partially announced it, not fully announced it. We're at about 123 followers right now. Once we hit 250, somebody will be taking this directly off of my desk. So Funko Pop is Bianca
Exclusive.
Belair, my favorite, women's
Okay.
wrestler in the world right now. Any
Okay.
promotion, Bianca Belair Funko.
How about the Undertaker?
The,
I'll take that Undertaker from
the
you.
Undertaker, I need to charge my
No, I'm
remotes.
kidding. Oh.
That's really the way. That's this
Oh yeah.
literally a charger. You see it? It's the only
Oh,
charger I
okay.
have left
Yeah.
for my old school Wii. I
Was that SmackDown versus Raw
Yeah, but
2008?
I pulled it out
Dude.
though for
Yeah.
actually for the
Yeah.
Mario Kart. I needed to charge the remotes, but this right here
That's
will
cool.
be. I mean,
Yeah.
we got two options. I'll give them actually. When we hit 250 subscribers, they can either take the Bianca Funko, or I got a ton of AEW cards, so I could give them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
you're
could give them
close.
an
Yeah.
AEW package deal where it's like maybe like 15 cards, or I'll give you the Funko. But once we hit 250,
Yeah.
we will be doing that. And also, right down here, we have Prince Nana Coffee affiliates. Anything you order gives us 10%, allows it to put it back into the podcast with these shows that we bring to
Yeah.
you. Definitely use that as well.
So come on, man. Get you some Prince Nana
You feel me?
coffee, dude, and do the dance. I'm
Hell
doing
yeah.
it. I'm gonna order some stuff too because I've got the OG type coffee maker.
I'm
I
gonna
don't do those cups. I do
I'm
the
gonna
powdered still
I'll send you
or the
the sign
grounds.
in. You could track everything as well. So you
Yeah.
see they have the
Yeah.
pods for people. They have the bags of the ground coffee. They have the instant coffee. They got tea. He got a bunch of different things on there right now.
Yeah. And they got mugs too, right?
They got everything.
Yeah. I want to get me a Prince Nana or a Prince Nana coffee mug so I can have it on the show. It'll be another way of kind of throwing
Yeah,
it out there, you know. But it does help out the channel. If you do order directly from that QR code, we'd be really appreciative. We're trying to grow here at the channel to bring you the best quality content that we can. We're needing some stuff still, like cameras and probably good like studio recording mics and stuff like that. So every little bit helps.
correct.
But yeah, we'd definitely appreciate that for sure. And for the prize of the Funko Pop or the AEW cards, make sure to get the word out, man. We'd love to hit 250 subscribers and give away
Yeah.
one of these things. So you know, that'd be
Also,
cool.
also just to
So
throw it out there, 250 is gonna be the Funko Pop of the cards. Once we hit 500, I'm gonna order any AEW shirt of your choice. So we actually have two free giveaways going. One at 250 and one that hits 500.
that'd be cool. Sweet. Hell yeah. All right. Well, we'll see everybody. See you next time. We are here every Thursday at 7 p.m. Central or 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 o'clock Central. So every Thursday, this was our Dynamite discussion show. Everybody have a good night. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And we'll see y'all next week more than once because I'm sure we'll do something for Forbidden Door
Absolutely.
as well. So but we'll definitely see you next Thursday. And tune in. We also have a Good Morning IWC show every morning that Mom Miz does. Sometimes he'll have different guests. Like I've been on there one morning, and hopefully I need to get on there
I
again
need I
maybe
need
next
you
week.
on there if you're free. I want you to jump on here a couple times this week. We have anytime during the week you want to jump on Monday through Friday. We just we'll
Yeah.
record the night before, and next Friday I'm looking into the guests, but I would love to have you on there with that. So be there on any day you want, as well as Friday. It's your availability, bro.
All
You're
right.
welcome anytime.
Sweet. Hey, let's after you end the stream, I'll stay on so we can talk about some of
Cool,
this stuff.
cool.
So
Enough said.
yeah, yeah. All right. Peace, everybody. See you next time. Thank you for watching. Later.